are having the first live stream of the ISRL Esports GT division here in Brands Hatch. As we see the last couple of practice kilometers from the guys. I also have the standings in a couple of seconds for you. There we have. So we all, for the guys they don't know it, round 9 last week was postponed because of the poor attendance from some of the drivers. But now we have the standings. We have in first Street Crown 19 with 150 points, followed by GamerDad 13 with 143 points. On third is sitting Dantenorio 93 with 136. On fourth is Eatsclam with 66 points, Pubed on 5 with 60. Dev 23 Pool 12 on 6 with 49 points. Smithy Jr. with 40. Pretzels with 40 as well. D Roberts 05 with 38. Speed Freak 09, sorry about that, sitting on 10th with 19 points. ISRL Kade with 5 points. Zemo Mario with 2. And Mushroom and Shabu Blight Jones 4 with 0 points as well. So that's the live standings from what I can see here. We still have 8 drivers. Hope some more people joining soon, as we starting the qualifying now. So, and now we have it, qualifying. For 10 minutes the race will be a time race by 15 minutes. It's a little bit loud here as we see a lot of drivers just getting out of the pits. We have D Roberts, GamerDad, Tenorio sitting behind. I see I have a... Oh, looks good. Hope we're getting some viewers here into for the last couple of GT Sport races, and then the guys will switch into the Assetto Corsa. The reason why it's yeah, we have a poor attendance in GT Sport this season, and yeah, finally we driving with 8 people in Brands Hatch today. We already have 7 viewers. Wow. So let's see who is coming out first. It's calling him Deathpool in his BMW. This is coming a little bit wide there, but it looks like he don't have any traffic in front of him. 41.4 in this sector. Now we get into the tactical part of that circuit. It's touching a little bit the grass there. We actually have to use the whole track to get a good lap time in. I think we're speaking about 120, 121 for the pole position, and we already have a 121.3 from Deathpool. The next one would be Gamer. Dantenorio is going up to second. Gamer is third. Pretzels in his Red Bull livery. It is a Nissan GT. He lost already more than 3/10. Let's take a look. Speed Freak 09 in his beautiful Mazda. Yeah, one of the regulations here for GT Sport, every driver can use every tire he wants. So, and I can see in the chat that we already have a link, which is nice to see. Thanks to ISRL Night for helping me out here. So, Deathpool is still in the lead, followed by Dantenorio, Gamer Dead on third, Street Crown on fourth. He just finished his Tier 1 race with a win. But he's probably going into the pits, maybe for getting a fresh soft of fresh tires. It's kind of hard to see who's on a really good lap at the moment. Gamer Dead is 1.3 seconds off. You look to D Roberts, but he's also going into the pits. We have Speed Freak 09 is still on track, but he's far off the pace, and he now struggling in the tactical part. I hope he's re-entering the track safely. So we see Pretzels. He's not far off his time. Close to 2/10 off his time, but you know, he's going a little bit too wide. And he got a penalty on top of that. We see a couple of drivers really struggling around. There's the next one, Roberts. just came out of the pits with a fresh set of tires. Tenorio 93 is followed by GamerDad there. So in a really solid second place at the moment. He told me earlier he absolutely loves this track. And he's also not far off. 1/10 of a second. And he's gaining 32 thousandths of a second in that sector, but it's coming a little wide. And he is now improving his lap by 2 thousandths of a second. Now coming on start finish, what can he do for a time now? It would be a 1:21.6. Well done to him. We have Sweet Crown in the second Red Bull Nissan GT. It's 1/10 off his previous lap time. It's gonna be the first stream in this short season. You know, from the from tier 4 to tier 1 we have 7 races with 3 races to go. But here in GT we have 12 races. Actual 11 because the race last week was skipped. Due to a low attendance. But for now we have 8 people there. Take a look to Speed Freak 09. He is improving his lap. It's actually in sector 1. But he lost in sector 2. He also got followed by Death Peru. Only 11 thousandths off, but now he has to deal with Deathpool there, really struggling behind him, and now he lost it completely. Second time in this qualifying. I mean, clearly the same spot in this fast right-hander there. Deathpool is now coming on the start-finish line. No improvement for him, and it looks like the qualifying session is over now, as the last couple of drivers are finishing their laps. Looks like a pole position for Deathpool. Yeah, here is it. Let's look forward to the race. How I said, 50 minutes time race. And here are the players. Deathpool on first, Tenorio on second, GamerDad third, Sweet Crown fourth. He is the current championship leader here. Presses on 5, Roberts on 6, Smithy Jr. on 7. So Deathpool is having a great start. Then Roberts already up to second place there. Gamerdead still on third, Preston on fourth, D'Antonio lost. Only get fifth place, but here Deathpool is slightly struggling there. Good. Looks like a clean start from everyone. We have no incidents. Deathpool has a good gap already to Roberts. He is followed by Gamerdead in his Beetle. A little train is forming from second place to at least to the 7th place, and then Speed Freak 09 lost a little bit there, but he's now on 7. So Smithy Jr. must have a kind of incident there. He's just entering the third sector. So he must have a kind of incident. It's over 10 seconds away. But let's go to the fight for the second place. Gamerdead is now going to the inside of Pretzels now. I missed completely what's happened to Roberts. He fought all the way back to 4th. Pretzels get the second place, and that all helps out Deathpool in front of them. The huge gap by 4.1 seconds. Pretzels and Gamerdead going a little bit like sailing away from Roberts, D'Antonio and Street Crown. Kinda looks like Roberts is holding him off a little bit, and now he lost 2 places. No, he didn't. Street Crown on 6, D'Antonio on 5. Yeah. Street Cone is on the rear wing of D'Antonio's BMW, but now he is going to pass Roberts there. Roberts is struggling, came out and slipped, but he good catch from him, but he lost 2 places. Sweet Cone as well is struggling there, and they may be touched. See it. Gamerdead already passed Pretzels for the second place, but he's already 5.1 seconds behind Deathpool. Pretzels is on 5. He was struggling as well. Yeah, the field. The first 3 places are like stretched out a bit. You can see 3.4 seconds. D'Antonio is behind Gamerdead, and Gamerdead is 5.6 seconds behind Deathpool. So Sweet Corn already is up to 4th place. Presley's lost it. Is back to 5th place. Behind him is Robert, 1.3 seconds behind him. And Presley is struggling. Now again. Robert's got a penalty. Let's see how much he got. 0.5 time penalty. Looks like he was leaving the track limits. Smithy Jr. is driving a lone race on 7th place, but Speed Freak 09 is coming closer. Yeah, the field is pretty much spread out here. Sweet going in front of his teammate by over 3.1 seconds. But Presley is actually going to drive a good lap time. He's improving in sector 1, sector 2. Robert still got a penalty by 0.4 seconds, so he need to slow it down a little bit there. Yeah, he lost 2/10 in the last sector. So GamerDad is not coming closer to Death Bull. He is absolutely driving his own race faster than anyone else. He set the fastest lap time so far with a 1:21.3. Really driving consistently in front of everyone else. 7.3 seconds. So if he is keeping it together, he could be the race winner here tonight. But we still have 42 minutes remaining in that race. GamerDad is now getting pressure from Dantenorio, sorry. So we have a fight for 2nd place at the moment. It's coming a little bit wide. Sweet Crown 19 is coming closer as well to, so he's gonna be joining the fight for 2nd place. He's only 4.7 seconds behind Dantenorio. Here we have him, and he's closing in. Only 3.8 seconds. Robert's still carrying his time penalty. Getting off that penalty little by little. You only can get rid of your penalties if you are slowing down. We have a yellow flag. It is Pretzels. Don't know if it's the tires or maybe a bad setup for him here in Brands Hatch. He's really struggling in the tactical part of the track. Sector 2. Robert is still carrying his time penalty by 0.2 seconds. Sweetcorn now is really coming close. He's off by 1.4 seconds behind D'Antonio. And he lost a couple of seconds to GamerDad, now over 5 seconds. Nothing changed on the first 2 places there. GamerDad is already close to 10 seconds behind Deathpool. Yeah, the field pretty much driving their own race. The Speed Freak was closing in, but yeah, he lost pretty much. He's now 11.3 seconds behind Smithy Jr. Saw it earlier, he was really struggling in the practice session, especially in Sector 2. D'Antonio is going to close the gap to GamerDad again. And we have 2 pit stops going on. Speed Freak is in the pits, Smithy Jr. was in the pits. Now with fresh tires, more fuel. What's happened to Pretzels? He's fighting with Roberts there, but he's struggling. He's sliding around. Almost touched with Roberts. Or they actually touched him. It's the closest battle at the moment. The gap between D'Antonio and Sweetcorn just by 4.5 seconds. D'Antonio is closing in again to GamerDad, how I said. So there's gonna be a fight for the second place. So as we see, we had 2 pit stops already. So when are coming in the leaders? Might switching the strategy to a different set of tires. More importantly, how many fuel they take. The Sweetcorn is now by over 5 seconds back. Forward still fighting with Pressos there. This is the closest fight here. Roberts is in the pits. So he gets the soft tires on and fuel. Didn't see any fuel, so he probably only just switched the tires. I don't even know how many pit stops we will see in this race. Back to the leader. He got a moment there. So now we have to fight for the second place. Dantonori is now back to Gamer Dad. But the question is when are coming the lead drivers into the pits? Gap is now under 1 second. Looks like Speed Freak will be lapped pretty soon, because yeah, he's already lapped by Deathpool, but it's not really helping out GamerDad and Dantonorio. They are fighting for second place. So it's not really helpful that there is a lapped car in front of him. Even here in Brands Hatch, you could lose a couple of seconds driving behind someone. Gamer is now in the pits, and he got the soft tire and he's fueling a little bit. That puts up Street Crown on third place, but he also is already 10 seconds behind Dantonorio. He is 11.3 seconds behind Deathpool, and now let's see if he is gaining. Speedfig moves away. "32 minutes, a little bit more than 32 minutes we have left in this race. We have a yellow flag. I don't see where. Oh, Smithy Jr. now get passed by his teammate. So the Mazdas are really struggling today. Kinda looking like they don't have any grip in Sector 2. Smithy is now... oh, he has to be careful with his teammate. Dantonorio was in the pits, I believe. It's now close to Sweet Crown. He was just on second place a couple of seconds ago. Looks like Deathpool has time to chat while he's driving. I don't know if Dantonorio was he in the pits or did he made actually a little mistake, but he lost 2 places, actually 1 place. We have another yellow flag. Smithy get back his 7th position for now. But he is going to be led by GamerDad 13. He already sees the blue flag, so he should be moved out of the way. Yeah, he's doing it. Dante is now the next one, passing Smithy Jr. He loses a lot of time there. The gap is by 1.4 seconds to GamerDad. Not much battles going on here, to be honest, by like 8 people. Unfortunately. Noyo is not coming closer to GamerDad. 1.5 seconds now, 1.4. So the championship leader is still sitting on 4th with a massive gap to Roberts. He's now going to lap Speed Freak. Here's our leader with almost 13 seconds ahead of GamerDad. So he's setting sails at the moment. He's now going to improve his lap time. $79 thousandths of a second. Oh, could be a new fastest lap in this race. Still driving consistently and fast on top, but now he lost it by over 0.2 of a second. So GamerDad is now under pressure. It's not really easy to overtake someone here in Brands Hatch. Good exit from Dantenorio. He's now going wheel to wheel. But GamerDad is still defending well in his Beetle. Number 13 car. So for now he can keep his second position, but he is under massive pressure. Good defending. Speed Freak 09 is in the pits again to his second pit stop. Oh, and Dante lost it again. And that fast left-hander there. That should hurt him a lot. Lost over 7 seconds. So, and that leaves us without any battle. Everyone is like driving his own ways. We have Speed Freak 09 still in the pits. Now he is leaving. Yeah, he fueled up. The Booth Nissan GT is sitting on 4th and 6th. Vettel looks like he got more grip now. He is not that struggling like at the start of the race. Driving good consistent times. He really got better grip now here in the second sector. Got massive scratches on his front bumper there. Dante is closing in again to GamerDad after his mistake. Hopefully he can keep it together for the last 22 minutes. Closing in again to GamerDad. And finally get second place, but but we could see that GamerDad was really good in defending there, making no mistakes. Could be maybe a fact that we have dirty air if you are driving behind someone. Now we have Roberts in the pits, Brussels in the pits, and Speed Freak is in the pits again. His third pit stop. So he's fueling up again. Don't know what's going on. Nothing is working on that car. Is that maybe a game issue or it looks like nobody is working on the car? Or is he just fueling up? He had a really long pit stop, like 2 laps ago. He might have some issues there. I can see nobody. You can see nobody's working on that car. He's just staying there. It would be already too long if he's just going in for making a fuel stop. Robert's now on fresh tires. D'Antonio is now closing the gap again. He's by 2.5 seconds. Our leader is by 18.7 seconds gap, so he is gone. Driving really consistent, making no mistakes, keep it together. The number 42 car. Speed Freak is still in the pits. Don't know, is he making a break? Yamada only has a 1.3 second gap. So that should be the only fight in this race for now. Everyone is really driving his own race. Absolutely different paces. I hope for the next race we're getting a couple more drivers in. D'Antonio is now getting back to under 1 second, so and he got 16.5 minutes to finally get the second place. But yeah, Gamer that is really good in defending here. Can he keep his Beetle on second place? That's the only battle going on. Gon is with 21.9 seconds behind him. Pretzel's on 5th place, sitting by over 32 seconds behind his teammate. Roberts on 6th is by 11 seconds behind Pretzels. Smithy Jr. is already lapped. Yeah, and Speedfreak 09 still in the pits. We have a yellow flag. Was it gamer dead? Now I missed it, the only battle. But I'm pretty sure something happened to gamer dead there. He's 14 seconds behind Dante. So he probably caused the yellow flag. I really have to apologize, I absolutely missed that. Hope to get some feedback from the drivers, what's happened. Dante is now in the pits. Getting a fresh set of soft tires and fuel. Fell back to third position, 2.8 seconds behind GamerDead. Now with fresh tires. So our leader is in the pits. We also get a fresh set of softs and fuel. Well, it's probably his only pit stop. Smithy Jr. is now in the pits. His teammate is still staying in the pits. So Gamer, that should be the next one going into the pits. Still 20 seconds behind Deathpool. Natanoyo is closing in the gap again. Don't know how many times they are fighting in this race. Feels like battle for a lifetime. Blue flags there for Smithy Jr. Pretzels lost his 5th place to Roberts. But they are fighting now. And there's the leader. Blue flag is for Smithy. Oh no. Actually, the blue flag is for Pretzels, I think. So he's now going to be lapped. Or probably Death Blue is just staying behind them and let them fight. for the last couple of minutes. Could be a best idea because he has a massive gap to the second place, so probably he's just staying behind Precious and Robert and let him fight. Oh, no, it looks like Precious is now moving away. The next one is Robert. He's now moving. Let's take a look to Gamerdead and Dantanoyo. They now are with under 1 second gap. I'm not pretty sure, was Gamerdead in the pits? Pretty sure he had like a 20-second gap to Deathpool, so he might be in the pits again, but they didn't see it. Yeah, we have a fight for second place and we have a fight for the 5th position between Robert and Pretzels, and we have to fight for second place between Gamerdead and Dantanoyo. Yeah, and the rest is pretty much spread out from one another. So what can your number 17 do? He might be has to deal with dirty air as well. He's always getting a little bit better out of turn 1. A really tricky turn. Yeah, and Speed Freak is still in the pits. So he might just park the car in the box, and yeah, wasn't really happy with the race, sitting on 8th position. But now Dante is going to make his move. I just get a message from Speedrick, he retires. Thanks to him. Pretzels is now back on 5th place, so he will talk Roberts, but we stay on this battle for now. Less than 5 minutes left in that race, so the time is running for Dantanoyo. Can he pass Gamerdead? But how I said, he is defending well. But now he is almost side by side. And with a slightly better exit. And now he's going in to the inside. Still side by side. They slightly touched. They are still side by side. So who is going better? I think Dante is now in front. Yeah. Brilliant move. We have yellow flag. It is Pretzels again. Roberts with a mistake probably. Yeah, probably Roberts got a little moment there. Gamer is not giving up. He's only 1.2 seconds behind him, but yeah. Should be that battle should be done by now. Robert is 2.3 seconds behind Pretzels now. We're going to be led by D'Antonio and GamerDad. But I don't think it will be happening because we have 1 minute and 50 seconds left of that race. Roberts is coming closer to Pretzels again. It's now 1.1 seconds. So those guys are not done yet. But yeah, we have 1 minute and 30 seconds. It's like time for one more lap. Maybe one more lap. And now he has to make the move. And it all. Let's go to our leader. He is almost 27 seconds in front, so he is, yeah, just keep it together for the last couple of seconds and then he will be our winner's day. Absolutely good, consistent driving from him. Last couple of seconds, he has probably to go for another lap. Yeah. So time's up. They all have to finish the lap. Now we see it, final lap. Let's stay with Deathpool for the last couple of meters. D'Antonio is already done. GamerDad is done. Sweet Crown 19. Will driving Pretzels is done. Roberts is done. Deadpool has to finish his lap, Sweetcorn has to finish his lap, Smithy Jr. has to finish his lap, Speed Freak is on track after a pretty much long pit stop. Yeah, the car's driving. But here's our leader. Good win to him. Speedphone is finishing his race in the pits. And that's our final standings. Deathpool wins. Yeah, and that's it from the GT Sport Division in ISRL, round 10 of round 12. So I hope you guys enjoyed it, and hope to see you next week.